Good morning, everyone. So this is what a tie or locking is, and that's what I wanted to show you guys and just explain. So they're back to back, and what happens is the male's private area, it swells the bulb portion inside of the female. So you do not want to, even if it's an accidental breeding, pull them apart, because you can cause internal damage to the female or the male. As soon as this occurs too, you want to time it. If it lasts more than an hour, you certainly want to contact the vet immediately, because it could be an emergency. It normally lasts anywhere from 10 minutes to an hour, and certainly get a timer out and just time it to make sure it doesn't last too long. Normally with Nala and kenai, it doesn't last any more than 10 minutes. Does this guarantee pregnancy when they tie or lock? No, it doesn't. The thing is, when they do this, it does kind of solidify that they did indeed mate. You don't want them to tie or lock any more than 3 times during the estrus cycle or during the heat cycle in general, just because you want to give both the male and the female a break, because this takes a lot on both their little systems. So 3 times when it comes to a heat cycle for locking or tying. And again, like I said, no more than that. You also want to make sure the female remains calm as well as the male remain calm. The other dogs, I just told them all to go over and just play, to give Nala and Kenai some space, just so it's less stress on the 2 of them. But yes, like I said, tying and locking, it's back to back. Hi Layla. There's Layla. Give you some pets, my girlie. Just give them some space, okay? No, like I said, I'm just on standby just to keep an eye to make sure both stay relaxed, just to make sure nothing happens and it doesn't exceed a normal time. You stay with me, okay, pretty girl? But no, like I said, just make sure you time it, and if it is an accidental pregnancy and your female did mate and you see this occurring, certainly do not separate them. You can cause, over here Layla, you can cause serious internal damage. So just leave it. It is what it is at this point. If it is an accidental, for us, it's not. You also want to make sure after they are done tying and locking, just to check the female and the male, make sure everything's okay, and you want to make sure they're able to relax. Oh, I gotta get Dodger away here now. Oh, and Layla. Here. Layla and Dodger. Thank you. Give them space, okay? Give them space, everybody. And they're definitely going to want to relax after this and just lie down and just clean themselves after. So again, just give them some space. And just like the pro-estrus phase that normally lasts approximately 9 days, it's 7 to 10 days roughly for pro-estrus. As you know with Nala, if you watch those videos, hers lasted 10 days this time. But with estrus, it's also approximately 9 days. So the estrus cycle normally lasts 9 days, but again, you do not want them to lock any more than 3 times during... Oh, there we go. Unlocked. So yeah, like I said, now they're both just going to clean themselves. And Kenai, you can kind of see it. I don't want to show too much, but his private area will slowly start to... There we go. Go back to normal. The little one's coming over to see mommy now. Let them just see her. They love to just check on her, make sure she's okay and everything. Go and checking on their daddy. They're okay. They're okay, girlies. Everything's all right. Thank you for checking on them and being so caring. The heat cycle lasts approximately 2 to 4 weeks in total. And again, this is counting pro-estrus as well as estrus, and you know that the heat cycle is completely done and her potential of becoming pregnant is completely done when the vulva returns to normal. And I showed that in an earlier video of what the vulva looks like prior to heat and when in heat, when that returns to normal and bleeding has completely stopped. You'll also see the male not really initiate anything with the female anymore. The biggest things you want to focus on is the vulva size and the bleeding. Alright, now that Nala's done cleaning herself, Kenai's down doing his number 2. He's like kind of tucked in behind the barrel so you can't really see. I'm going to just check on her, make sure everything looks okay, and same with Kenai over there. I'm going to just check on him and make sure everything with him looks okay. But that is, you just seen what tying and locking is during a heat cycle. It's later in the day here now, starting to rain. Nala and Kenai are just doing their own thing. They haven't made it since, which is fine. I'm okay with that, and honestly, I prefer that. Hey, taking a break, yeah. But she's just outside here now. Like I said, it started to rain. Just wanted them to get out, use, stretch the legs, get some fresh air, because as soon as they were done, they spent a lot of time indoors. Shortly after they were done mating, all they wanted to do was just go indoors, rest, relax. Hey, girlie. But a lot of sleeping. Something you should be aware of too is when preparing for a litter and you notice that your dog is starting to mate, especially if you've never done this before, have approximately $2,000 poked away for medical emergencies if anything shall happen to the mother. So if she ends up requiring really. But it's good to have money poked away in case the mother requires a C-section, or if there's a medical emergency during pregnancy with her besides that, or with any of the puppies upon birth, anything. So have a minimum of $2,000 poked away for anything medical-wise, and that's not including the other expenses. You're going to need particular stuff for the mother leading up to heat. You're going to need particular items for the mother throughout pregnancy in terms of certain vitamins. Food increases greatly. She's going to be eating a lot more, so you need to be prepared for that, for the jump in price of whatever you're feeding your dog. You'll also be going to more vet visits because of her pregnancy. You might also want to, like what we did, pick up medical equipment so you can do some stuff home as well, but I still recommend going to a vet to make sure that everything is in the up and up with the female. There's Kenai. Hi, Kenai. But you're also going to need things for the puppies upon their birth, such as umbilical cord clamps just in case. You're also going to need scissors, puppy formula. You're going to need a stethoscope, temperature gauge, a bunch of different things just to be prepared in case there's a medical emergency upon birth of any of the puppies. So that's more expense there. You're going to need toys. You're going to need pee pads. You're going to need food for the puppies, especially once they're done nursing and they are weaning off of the mother. You're also going to have to make sure that money is put aside for their vet appointment. You should take care of the first vet visit. Another thing is, in case there's anything medical with the puppies that arises at that vet visit, you will have to be responsible for it and take care of if there's something that comes up. Any bedding for the puppies you will also need. You will also need to make sure there's a safe, secure spot for the mother and the puppies. You should also have money poked aside just in case any damages occurs in the home because of the puppies. You also have to be prepared for if all the puppies don't get rehomed at 8 weeks, because remember, you do have to keep the puppies until 8 weeks. 8 to 10 weeks the puppy should stay with their mother before being rehomed, no sooner than 8 weeks. That's a given. A lot of development goes on prior to that 8 weeks, so that's something else to remember is you're going to have them in your home for a while. Like I said, there's a lot of expenses when it comes to puppies. It's not just like, oh, cute little puppies to play with and they're going to be running around. You got to realize there's a lot of work to it and there's a lot of money involved in it. Well, Kenai's back to sniffing Nala. I'm going to just keep an eye on him because I don't want him mounting or anything like that anymore here today, just to give her a break. Sorry, buddy. You already did today, okay? You guys already tied today. That's enough. Let her just rest. Let yourself rest. Okay, Kenai? But no, like I just wanted to make you aware, there are a lot of expenses. Like the type of breeding we do, restrictive breeding, where we do only breed one male and one female, there isn't a profit made from that. It's simply all the money we do receive. It either goes into our Paws of Hope puppy, and sometimes it's more than one puppy that we donate free of charge to a person, family, or somebody in need, or a couple, could be anyone. We have done that since the first litter. We always pick somebody, or like the last litter, it was more than one person that we ended up selecting. Don't do anything, okay, Kenai, please? Mommy gotta keep an eye on you. But if you only have one female and she ends up getting pregnant and you didn't expect her to get pregnant and you think there's going to be a profit from it, trust me, once all the expenses come out from everything you have to buy, all the care, vet stuff, everything you need for the mother and the puppies, there's no profit to be made. But the type of breeding we do, it's simply for the love and the passion of it. It's not to make anything, because you're not going to with only one female that is pregnant. That's just it, and that's just the way it is, and we're fine with it because that's what we chose and the type of breeding we chose to do. But it's raining a nice bit here now. I think we're gonna head in. They are done outside with getting some fresh air. I want to get them some supper here now too. Get you guys something to eat. Are you hungry? Did you guys want to get something to eat now? Are you hungry? Come on, let's go get supper.